Live in 5, 4.
Hello, golfing world. Welcome to TGD Today. It's Pro Golf Talk live right here in the studios at thegolfdirector.com. Hugh Roy III. I'm George Honeycutt. Behind the glass, Mr. Jeff. We're missing Professor Weldon and Dr. Grind, Al Cloyd. I don't know if they don't like us anymore.
I don't know. I went and got donuts, paid
I
my
know.
bed off, the whole 9 yards, and I'm the only one that's had a donut.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you had to buy donuts.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
You got your picks ready. Pro Golf Talk. Here we go.
I have no idea.
Well, you better pick quick. And we got to get Professor Weldon's. I'll go ahead and put mine out on the air, and I've got them written down here. Of course, we are talking about the PGA Tour is in the great state of Texas, and they are playing at the AT&T Byron Nelson, of course, at the TPC Four Seasons Resort there in Irving, Texas. They had a weather delay right off the bat, so the first two groups actually are just out on the course now. The first group hasn't even finished putting out on the first hole, so we don't have any early scores to give you. But, again, weather is forecasted to be in play for this thing until Saturday morning. Yeah. And then it's supposed to move east and start hitting the events that are being held on the eastern coast of the U.S., and I understand that weather has been a factor also at the K Club in the Irish Open.
That's obvious with the scores they're shooting.
Yeah,
over there.
so, but we'll get to that. So, again, the AT&T Byron Nelson is happening as we speak. They are finally out on the golf course. And, Hugh, I'll give you my picks real quick. I've got Stephen Bowditch.
Yep.
I've got Charlie Hoffman.
Okay.
I got Charles Schwartzel.
Okay.
And my long shot and dark horse is DeChambeau. How about that one? Hoo-hoo. Jeff liked it. He gave me a hoo.
And Rice.
Okay?
Really?
Yeah, my long shot. DeChambeau.
Dude, seriously.
I'm serious. I'm Caesarean on this one.
That's just crazy.
So I got Bowditch, Hoffman, Schwartzel.
All right.
So Weldon's Gene's going to have to come up with his, and I'll let everybody know on Monday who Gene picked after we announce that he lost again. So he's already like plus 12 just for not being here. So he gets a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to play in the rough. He can play in the rough. So you got your names?
Yeah, I'm going with Jimmy Walker.
Walker.
Dustin Johnson.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Hang on.
I heard there was a drug bust in the parking lot yesterday, so I don't know how Johnson's going to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, Heather, this is a golf show, by the way.
Yeah. Heather's giving me. You got 3 minutes to your phone call, whatever. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going with Ken Duke.
Oh,
After
good.
my buddy put on that show last week, I think his
He
game
played
started to
marvelous.
come
Finished
around.
-10 down at the Players Championship. Top 5. Congratulations, Ken. And who knows? He may keep it rolling. Who's a long shot for you?
My long shot, honestly.
You mentioned him earlier. I kind of figured you would go with him as a long shot. But go ahead.
Who?
Take your pick. Who? No. I'm not going to say. I don't want to influence
I don't remember.
You. Okay.
I don't even remember.
That's CRS.
It's bad.
It was Mickelson, I think.
No.
Not while I'm drinking coffee, please. Not while. I almost spewed all over my screen here.
My long shot?
Yeah.
I'm going with Ernie.
Ernie. Whoa.
He played pretty decent.
I hope that Ernie never has another putting situation.
I hope he goes out and wins and just says, you know what? I got over it and I'm good, and off we go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you got Walker, Johnson, Duke, and Ernie Els.
Yes.
We'll have to get Gene's. Again, mine, Bowditch, Hoffman, Schwartzel, and DeChambeau. We mentioned the K Club. They are currently actually they are 5-6 hours ahead, I believe. But they are playing the Irish Open right now at the K Club, leading after their first 18 holes. -3 is Ross Fisher and Martin Keimer. Martin Keimer, a name we haven't seen in quite some time. You've got Shinkwin. Yeah, how about that? Dinwiddie, Robert Dinwiddie. I love these names. Is that not good? Dinwiddie?
I'm glad I'm not even attempting.
Yeah. Thorborn Olsen at -3. You got several at -3, actually. So -3 seems to be popular. Matthews Southgate is at 2. And here's the name from a couple weeks ago that I got so excited when I saw up there at the top of the leaderboard. Nacho Elvira. Now, is that not perfect? I love nachos and I love Elvira.
Dude, you are just wrong. Wrong.
I love eating nachos while I watch Elvira.
That's just too much information.
Elvira Nacho Mama. He's at -2. You better hope like hell he doesn't win.
Jeff, we're going to have the
Golf wrap.
the button ready.
Oh, man. Golf wrap would be so much fun. Rory McIlroy's 2 under par through 8, so he's just one shot off the lead. Danny Willett, again, the Masters champion. Danny Willett's at 2 under par through 8. He is playing with Rory, so that's a good group to follow. He is through 8 again at 2 under par, one shot off the lead. The weather is obviously a factor considering these scores, Hugh. The K Club, long-time history. You would think the K Club, the way it's always talked about and revered and discussed, but the K Club opened up in 1991.
Yeah.
So it's relatively,
It's new.
I mean, compare it to Muirfield, it's like Muirfield's got it by 250 years,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But it opened in 91. Some memorable events, though. They hosted the, of course, Ryder Cup there, and some memorable shots being made. One by Darren Clark, who hit the approach shot, goes literally into the lateral hazard, into the water, bounces on the rocks, disappears, and then pops back up on the edge of the green. Yeah. So, you know, we were watching that video earlier, and I had asked you, and you said, "Oh yeah, I remember that." And I mean, that was. And Darren is out in the fairway, laying down the ground, grabbing his chest.
Oh, he's laughing like he can't. He's so mad he hit the shot, and then he watched it, and all of a sudden it popped back up on the green, and I mean, you just saw him.
Yeah,
hysterical.
I mean, the history there. But I had a trivia question for you and Gene. Of course, this is more for Gene, okay?
Yeah.
Because Gene, you know, he's got his notes.
Yeah.
And I love kind of snipping at his notes. So, who has the most European Tour wins? Who has the most European Tour wins? Trivia question of the day.
That's a good one.
The most European Tour wins.
I'd say Colin Montgomery.
Wow, Montgomery's got 31. Mm-hmm. Seve Ballesteros has 50.
Okay.
Bernhard Langer has 42.
Okay.
You know who's third on the list? Tiger Woods.
Really?
40 European Tour wins.
Wow. Cool.
Then Colin Montgomery at 31, and then Sir Nick Faldo at 30. But the Tiger Woods component of that.
That surprised me.
40 European Tour wins.
I mean, the first two I was thinking,
Seve,
and I was
Langer.
thinking Montgomery just because he won the money list so many years
Yeah.
in a row. But
Well, 7 years in a row, he won the money.
I know, but then that's why I thought about him. But then again, you're looking at Seve.
Is that PXG?
Yeah,
You better take it.
I will.
Okay. All right.
Not yet.
I'll finish up.
I'm all right.
You
I'll
go.
Call him back.
You need to get those clubs. All right, we're going to excuse HR while he grabs a very important phone call. So also happening, we mentioned at Kings Mill, the LPGA Tour is currently kicking it off. And interestingly, they likewise are dealing with a little bit cooler temperatures, not much wind, but the wind is going to get ever increasing over the next 4 days. Again, a 4-day tournament for the ladies. They play 3 some weeks and 4 the others. So Brittany Lincecum's at 3 under par, Joe's at 3 under par, Lee's at 2 under, Kim, Lexi Thompson's at 2 under, Strauss is at 2 under, Azera Munoz. I got to check out what she's wearing today and give everybody an update, so I'll be sure to do that later. Amy Anderson's at 1 under par, and we go down the list. Again, playing Kings Mill. Great golf course in the Virginia area, and this for them is almost like a major. It's again sponsored by JTBC in Williamsburg, Virginia area. We mentioned the European Tour at the K Club. We mentioned the Web.com Tour up in Greer, South Carolina. That, again, is the BMW Charity Pro-Am. A lot of celebrities up there playing with the different Web.com Tour players, and they are being hosted on upwards of 3 different golf courses. They're all within about 15 to 20 miles of one another. You have to go in and out of the mountains to get to one another, but beautiful area. If you get the opportunity, folks, if you're in the southeastern area during this week, by all means, if you can get up into the hills, the Appalachians, the foothills of the Smoky Mountains, and get to Greer, South Carolina, I would definitely suggest it, because this is a great opportunity for the spectators to get out there with those Web.com Tour stars and the ones that are going to be at the PGA Tour level, but also, too, to see many, many celebrities that will be out there playing with them, and the crowds will be minimal because they're out over 3 courses. No. There's many reasons why. So I would recommend you do that. As we mentioned also, there's other things happening in the game of golf. We covered some of it at the roundtable, but this being Pro Golf Talk Live, we wanted to get you up to speed on what's happening. Again, PGA Tour in Dallas is being delayed by weather this morning. This will occur all day today and tomorrow, then clear up over the weekends. And then those tournaments like the LPGA in Williamsburg and the Web.com Tour in Greer, South Carolina will be delayed this weekend. They will be seeing as much as 2 to 4 inches of rain in Greer and similar type of rainfall in Virginia over the weekend. So I will look forward to bringing you an update on Golf Wrap on next week coming up, and want everybody to have a great weekend. Make sure you get out and play golf. Make sure you go out and enjoy this wonderful game that we have there, and I encourage everyone to check out thegolfdirector.com and follow along with the game of golf, as we so much enjoy providing it for you. So for Hugh, for George, and for Jeff behind the glass, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be coming back to you real soon, but don't go anywhere. There's a lot more golf news and information coming right up on the network next.